GM's Cruise has lost its self-driving license in San Francisco after a robotaxi dragged a person. It's not all what it seems, but it is still a worry. So GM's Cruise's autonomous taxi service has paused all of their driverless operations globally in response. And this decision comes after the company's license was suspended in California. The suspension was due to Cruise's misrepresentation during an incident investigation, and the accident involved a human driver hitting a pedestrian who was then further injured by the Cruise vehicle. So, from what I've heard, the another vehicle hit a pedestrian, and then the Cruise vehicle was not aware of that pedestrian that had been injured, and further dragged that injured pedestrian. So 2 issues were highlighted. The Cruise vehicle should not have moved post the incident, and it should have recognized there was an incident and stopped. Cruise also misrepresented some of the facts to the DMV and media, which is also a no-no too. So DMV has provided Cruise with a list of requirements to resume their operations, but the list is not public, so we don't know what they need to do in order to resume their operations again. Public reactions to Cruise's suspension has been largely negative, which, yeah, makes sense. Like, if they had just communicated properly and made sure that their system was better and then looked to improve it, that would be great. But to just turn it all off everywhere as a blanket thing, I think is horrible. It's an overreaction. So Cruise has also suspended its operations in Phoenix, Arizona, Austin, and Texas. The company claims that the suspension is to examine the process and regain public trust. Now, I understand that it is important for them to look into the issue, figure out what their things that they've done wrong and how they can improve it, and have a pause there. So I can kind of agree with that. But yeah, it's interesting that there's a lot of the public that are negative about the suspension, but at the same time, the suspension is probably a good idea. So Cruise will continue doing supervised AV operations, which is where a safety driver is present in the car at the same time. Hopefully they can fix this issue soon and get Cruise up and running again, but it's not good for GM. What do you think? Let me know.